This snazzy little pattern done really well for me on quite a few of the reservoirs, and it's one of my mates. He's not been fishing long, but he's mad keen for it, and it's something that he came up with, basically a play and a cruncher. And rather than the Peacock curl, I've got like a Peacock curl dub. PhD Peacock curl. New on me, but I really like it. I really like it. It's not a hard fly to tie. Fish it straight line nymphing. I prefer it in the top dropper. Anything with a little bit of red, I prefer it in the top dropper near the surface. Fish it in a washing line as well. But the key to this is a light wire hook, which is this little scamp. 230 BL size 12. Let's go ahead and tie it, shall we? So I'm just getting one of the hooks. And what I do is I use a red tying thread. Could use black, I just prefer red on it. I'm going to create a bed with tying thread. I fished this the other day actually on Pittsford, and we had, between us, we had fish up to near £4. I'm not sure Craig will thank me for saying this, but I caught an awful lot of fish that day, and he was kind of pulling his hair out. And it's one of these ones, a lot of them I had was on his fly, or my tying his fly. So I've just got it's a really dark brown or black tail, just cock fibres, and I want the tail half the length of the body. So about, you can always move it, but once you've secured it, that's about right. No much there. I do a lot of bulk on this, that's the thing with this fly, it's hence the light wire hook. I then come in with a bit of red holographic. Tell what, a lot of this 3 wraps up the body, that's about it. I tie it in on your side because I'm going to rib up in the opposite direction to my dubbing. Keeping my body nice and straight all the time. So like I say, in with this stuff, not thick, just a nice thin body, dubs really well. You didn't need, because it's a man-made fibre, you didn't really need wax. Just the moisture in your fingers is enough. So I've probably got 1.5 inches there of dubbing rope, and that's enough to cover that body to where I want it anyway. And I'll leave myself a little bit of space at the front there. There's a reason for that, I'll show you in a second. So I'm going to get 3 wraps of this. 1, 2, 3. Keeping them even and locking off. So the reason I left a little bit of space there is I want a little bump. The original cruncher's pheasant tail and herl, but I want a little bump, so a little bit thicker than the body of the same dubbing. And I'm going to start behind the eye and work back, a little bit of space behind the eye. So I've got a lumpier thorax section, if you like. Pull everything back, cut it up in tons in front. And then I've got this stuff, it's just a cheap little hen cape, but it's got loads of tiny feathers on it, like so. And I want like 3 wraps. 3 wraps should be enough. Always stick a bit of finishing. Snip that away. And with my hackle pliers here, and it's a delicate little feather. It's small and it's hen, so it's fragile, so take your time. 1 full wrap, 2, I get 3. 3 and then lock. Should just snap. And then all we got to do is tidy the head up, put one through the hackle, and then using your thumb and forefinger, stroke everything away from the eye, including that tiny little wisp. Tubbing. And then just create a head that you can see. Like I say, top dropper for me for this fly. I like to fish it up near the surface. That's him. Could put a brighter head on, I suppose, but it's a nymph. Doesn't need to be in their face. Tiny little touch of super glue. Make sure not to get any on the hackle. And there you go. A red and black cruncher, as I call it, Craig's Cruncher. That's who I pinched it off of. Really hope you enjoyed that, folks. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. To all you that do subscribe, thanks very much. The love's massively appreciated. Take care and bye bye.